Hello everyone, my name is Robot Ren. Welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to Ark Survival Ascended, now on Ragnarok. I am standing in front of the one, the only, the egg incubator, recently reintroduced to the game. Well, relatively recently. But it is the first time that I have used it since it got reintroduced to the game. I haven't even looked at it, actually. It's looking very, well, very blue. Like, even more blue than it used to. Blue and shiny. I'm liking the look of it. But we're not here to talk about the egg incubator. We're here to talk about wyverns. So, without further ado, let's get right to the wyverns. So yeah, I have been like a kid at Christmas. Just waiting around since yesterday. But also like a kid on Christmas, I've been a good boy and I have not peeked at my presents. So, got a 102, 114, 120, and the 198. Let's just start here. Okay. Boy, that's incubating fast. Okay, so the 102 is a male, 114 is a male, 120 is a female, okay, and the 198 is a male. Alright, we're gonna pull out the two lower levels. Throw them back in the fridge. They will be kept as backups. No need to hatch them up. For now. And I gotta be honest, I'm a little bit nervous about using this thing because there has been some issues where apparently hatched creatures would not come out properly or something. I don't know. Man, this thing looks good though. My goodness, like all the updated stuff that they've done has looked great, but this vibrant blue, we got blue on these little displays now. The eggs look fantastic. The lighting, this updated texture here in the canister, all of it looks fantastic. I'm stalling. I'm sorry. It takes a minute for the eggs to cook, all right? I mean, it's a lot faster with my settings than it would be like on official, but still, it's not instant. And they're fully cooked. All right. Let's hatch female first. I am not even remotely set up for any of this. I just set your... Yeah, okay. They're just big. They have a big follow radius. Come on. Oh, wow. Look at that chest coloration. Come on, little one. You can do it, I promise. We got a big open area right over here. Just for you. Well, you and your soon-to-be mate. Alright, you are good right there. Check it out. Alright. Oh, you also got dark blue chest. Oh, I hope you guys do not want wyvern milk. Come on. You can do it. Man, you guys really do have a super long follow distance. You know what? I didn't even pay attention to their stats. I was so excited. I didn't even look at their stats. All right. Since you're the heavy hitter, let's see. 38 melee for a 198. That is not bad. 34 health, also not too bad. 36 weight. Not too much in oxygen, which is really kind of nice. And 29 stamina is all right. Of course you want wyvern milk. Of course you want wyvern milk. What do you want? You also want... They're just breeders. It'll be fine. So... Looks like your highest stat is oxygen, of course. Of course. But the rest of them, it didn't really matter. He's gonna be the stat giver. Alright, well, I guess for now, we just gotta let these guys raise up and then we'll come back when they're done. Now remember that I am using accelerated rates in this game, and that's why I don't have to have wyvern milk to keep them from starving. Depending upon what settings you're using, you may need to have wyvern milk to keep them from starving. If you're on official, you're definitely going to need wyvern milk to keep them from starving. Some unofficial servers, if you're not in control of them, may also have rates that require that. So, if you're going to raise wyverns, just make sure that you have what you need before you ever hatch those eggs. Because once you start the process, you can't stop it. Alright, well she is almost done. He is getting there. I can't wait to try that out. Let's check my meat stocks. Ooh. That's awfully low for raising large creatures. I can't speak. I'm so excited. All right, what did you ultimately end up with? Oh, I had a heart attack for a moment when I saw that health. Forgot that she was only a 120. It's like, oh, that's really low health. That would be really low health for a 198. Not so much for a 120. I want to take care with her, but I still want to try it out. Hoocha! Surely you're not going after me. Oh, no. Okay. Like, I don't think I've ever been attacked by an aloe while I was on a wyvern. Give me your meat. I didn't even check the level of this thing. Based on that tail swipe, though, bro was packing some heat. Maybe let's not go for the 168, right? My stamina is low, and I'm hurt just from raising, so let's take it easy. I like that greenish color. I gotta get you some food. Yeah. It does slow it down. What are you? You're a 60. I am not gonna level her up right now because I have not taken down her official stats yet. Not that it really matters, but I'm just that kind of a guy. Maybe I should have been an accountant. Hello, compies. You can feed me. stronger than a giga now, are ya? Let's take a look at our boy. That's more like it. All right, all right, all right. How about a triceratops? Hmm? Hi, how y'all doing? Oh, that did a lot more damage. I mean, I would expect nothing less, but it's still nice to see. Hello, Stego. Well, it may slow them down on their movement, but it definitely doesn't slow that tail down. Ouch! 89! I love the slow movement. I know it's definitely the weakest of all the Wyvern powers, but dang it, it's just so handy. The 156. You definitely got some XP off of that one. Yes, indeed. Oh, hello, Raptor. I totally botched that. Let's try that again, I said, hello, Raptor. What? Oh, I don't have enough stamina. It's like, why? Why isn't the breast shooting? No stamina, Ren. No stamina. Hello, Raptor. Third time's a charm. All right. I've had enough fun for now. Now I gotta start breeding them, and ugh. I don't know if my little base area is enough to house several wyverns. So I got them over there crankulating on the eggs, and Cyrano doing his pickup duties, but I totally forgot I finally got the greenhouse built. You know, it's nothing super special, but I like it, and it's purely functional. So I've got, well, I messed up on this one. It's not really supposed to be Tinto berries. These are all supposed to be narco berries, but these are Tintos, these are narcos. Of course, I got my regular crops, and then two, was it medjo berries? Yeah. Totally had a brain fart. 2 medjo berries and 2 stem berries for future use. So, yeah. Super nice to have that back. The other one, wow, I am totally blown out. The other one up there is still active, although there's no greenhouse there, but I didn't see a need to, like, remove anything. It'll just slowly, you know, do its thing, and maybe if I remember, I'll go pick some stuff up every once in a while, but yeah, that's a little update on the greenhouse. So I was fretting and worrying about all the eggs that I'm going to have to hatch and what I'm going to do with everything, and then I remembered we just made up an incubator. So I don't have to hatch anything that I don't need to hatch. But I do need meat. Oh, that's a Gallimimus. We're not making that one. They are too fast for my RG. But in addition to that, if I'm not mistaken, and I could be mistaken, but if I'm not mistaken, wyvern eggs are also good for teal kibble, which means we can start making some teal kibble and maybe tame a thyla in the very near future. I I like Thylas, but I especially like Thylas on this map. This map was made for them. Oh, man. I always feel bad about killing 180s, even if it's a stego that I'm never, ever, ever going to tame. And I do not want to get dagamized like that. Uh-oh. That's bad, okay? Hold on, bird. So I found out recently, watching some very cool dino videos by Lindsay something. I'll put her name on the screen. Anyway, I've been watching a lot of her videos. They're very, very cool. But I found out recently that the spikes at the end of a stego's tail is actually called the thagamizer. So not only does it make more sense in Ark now that they call it being thagamized, what an awesome name! Like, it sounds much, much cooler than just the spikes at the end of the tail. Also, that would make a very metal band name. Alright, well, the requisite meat has been acquired. At least for now. I mean, honestly, you can never have enough meat. But I do need to hold some back for myself. Oh! I have some. We shall add that in. I also need to see, are these guys in range? They aren't. They're just out of range. Oh, I can't. They're beating. But I do want to make sure that they are in the circle. They don't start out. You're already healed up. Wow. How are you doing? You're getting there. How many eggs do I have? Hold on. Where'd you? There you are. Oh, they are very heavy. Come here, Ame. Why don't you hold on to those? And these also. Yes. The plan is coming together. I will reposition Sereno. I won't. Come here. Alright, you hang out there, buddy. Perfect. Let's take a look at what we got. I'm just gonna look for another 198. A 198 female to go with the male. I'm not gonna get that. At least not for now, but $6.8 $82. All right, what are you? You know what? We'll just set them aside for now. Well, I had an opportunity to look at those eggs, and none of them are gonna cut the mustard. So we're just gonna have to keep going for now, and those will make good kibble. Those will make good kibble. They'll still serve a purpose, just not as, you know, wyverns. So I just remembered that I've had this map for a really long time, and I keep forgetting about it and keep forgetting about it, and now it's only got like 3 hours left on it. Let's go run this map. Okay, it appears to be in some kind of cave? We're not very far away from it, and it's very low. This happened on the island, too. Oh no. I hope that's not in like the... Well? Kinda looks like it is. Now in ASE, you could fly in and out of there with the flyer. I guess we'll see if the same is true on ASA. But this cave is full of very, very bad things, even on the outside here. Or at least it can be. I'm not going to be able to get to that thing. These were also crazy good loot crates. Like that. Hello. I'm not going to be able to stay in here much longer. But I'm also not going to be able to get that map. That's a shame. I mean, I know it's only like a primitive, but I've gotten some really good loot off of primitives. Yeah, it's not loaded in yet. So while it's not loaded in yet, and while I'm still above half health... Oh, there is a bear. Look at that. Just in the nick of time. Wow, that did everything I needed it to do. And then some. We're gonna F5 for safety. There should be, or could be, one more loot crate around here. And if that is the case, that would make me very happy. Because... yeah, loot drops not loading in has been the bane of my existence as a solo player. And if these load in consistently, well, I will be in here all the time. Look at that. Got some booties, got some leggings. I mean, even if we don't get to get that map, still worth the trip. But because I'm stubborn like that, I'm gonna give it one last college try. But I think it seemed to me like on the island they had raised the distance from like 100 to 120, maybe 125, but dig for treasure. Holy cow. That's a nice Dodic saddle. I am big on saving after picking things up like that. Because crashes do happen from time to time. Wow, that was a very, very successful trip. Well, I just grabbed a red drop at the ring and just got that shotgun. I mean, that's all right. And it's already made for me. I suspect we are very much going to need that shotgun when it comes to running the labyrinth maze. Which is another thing I'm really, really looking forward to. It was awesome on ASE. Like, genuinely, one of the coolest things. And now with the update, I can't even begin to imagine the kind of torture they're going to put us through. But it's good. It's good. I like it. Well, well, well. During the recording of this episode, we got a giant patch. And also, the Summer Bash event is active now. So I have added that mod, but theoretically... Oh yeah, baby. Oh. Well, some things grew back. But we can take these trees down now. I knew they would fix it eventually. I didn't expect it to be fixed quite this early, but anyway, enough about all of that. We have got some wyverns to talk about. So it took a little bit to get my perfect pair, and they are still very much healing up. Do I have spyglass on me? I don't, but I was able to get them imprinted. These two wanted walks, and that girl wanted a cuddle. We'll talk about her in a minute. I'm gonna go grab the spyglass real fast. So yeah, they turned out, you know, pretty good. 199. I wasn't able to get the exact stats that I wanted, but I got the important stats. Like health, weight, stamina, and melee. Obviously, those are always my 4 main stats, at least on most creatures. So, and then 28 on the oxygen, not too bad, and 33 on the food. So, they turned out great. Keep in mind that the male was a 199 or a 198. So, anyway, enough about them. Let's talk about this girl. Now, this girl is going to be these. Once they're healed, they're going to go in cryopods, and they'll be available in case I need more eggs. This girl, on the other hand, is going to be my flyer. And because she is an ice queen, she's got to be Elsa, right? Like, you just can't not name an ice wyvern that. At least not a female ice wyvern that. So, you're going to go ahead and get your stamina up here. I'm definitely not going to hop off because you're going to flap your wings. So, let's go put this awesome spyglass away again. I guess I can drop off this stuff too while I'm here. And then let's take her out and see what kind of trouble we can get into. Boy, I need some wood. Yeah, I really need some wood. That's later. That's later. You know what? I'm gonna crash. That's what. Well, that loaded disappointingly fast. Okay. And we're right back to where I just was. Anyway, those trees can come down now. I'll need to get rid of those bushes. Let's take Elsa out. And hopefully not crash. Oh, right. I was going to go grab my... Whoops. Gonna go grab my fur armor. If we have... Right, gotta do that again, too. If we have fur armor, then maybe, just maybe, we can wait for that red drop till it comes down. Maybe, just maybe, we can survive in the snow a little bit longer. While I'm waiting for that to come down anyway. I might as well grab some of these. Not those. These. Oh, I'm so looking forward to having a wyvern back. They are just... Look, I know a lot of people like a lot of different mounts. I like a lot of different mounts. And for a lot of people, Like, the #1 travel mount, for whatever reason, is the Snow Owl. And look, nothing against the Snow Owl. It's a great mount. But for me, the #1 travel mount is the Wyvern. Maybe they're not as fast, like raw speed, as a swooping creature like the Snow Owl or potentially the Griffin. We're going to find out about that a little bit later. But for me, just a straight flying travel mount. You just can't beat the Wyvern. Now, that being said, I'm also a huge, huge fan of both the Rock Drake and the Manic Armor as travel mounts. But if we're just talking normal, regular old flying mounts, the Wyvern is it for me. Can I please access the game? Alright. Underwhelming, but that's alright. Let's go find some trouble to get into. Oh no, let's go... I can't just leave the red drops, right? Like, it's right there. I believe it may have reset my spawns. Look at that pink Tyrannosaur. Parasaur. The word is parasaur, Ren. Hot diggity, you are 80s crazy. Wow, look at that. It's like a sprite bird. Oh! That's another thing. They added the Gigantoraptors, or whatever you want to call them. Those are now on. Apparently, they weren't on. And I just hadn't noticed that I wasn't noticing them. But now I'm on notice that I wasn't noticing them not noticing me. And the irony is that dino was supposed to be released with this map. Okay, finally, after 87 years, we're gonna go check out what this girl can do. Wow. You are bright. And a 102. That's not terrible. I do really like having those. I have enjoyed the one I had on the island quite a lot. So I will be looking to pick one of those up at some point in the future. Those Dinotheriums are still here. And I think they would make a decent target. I've never actually fought them before. I know very little about them except that they seem a little OP. And I just didn't want them in my game. Okay. Oh. Of course, one of them's a 168, and they have a pack bonus of some kind. Because why not? Oh. I remember you. I'm not going to fight you with a wyvern. I am not a fan of fighting wyverns with wyverns. I feel like it's similar to fighting a bomber with a bomber. Yeah. Maybe if I could get him one-on-one. It's one of those instances where not having a saddle is really detrimental. Yeah, just go. There we go. pretty hardy. Wait for my stamina to come back. Oh! Oil bug! Oh, dang it. You fell. Well, I will probably have to come back a little bit later for you guys. Let's keep going and find something cool to look at. Or, hear me out. Let's at least take a look at it, right? No one in immediate attack range. It's only 114. I'll leave it for now. We are slowly dying. Now we are not. We are in murder snow, and we're not dying. That was better armor than I realized. I guess it's time to change back into our regular armor. So over here, near Redov, there used to be a fantastic cave. And I kind of want to see if it's still here. And if it is, what they've done with it. Oh, I should probably keep a lookout for Thylas just in case. They can take you off of a wyvern. Ask me how I know. Kind of obvious as I recall. You were gonna... Oh, like that. I don't know if a wyvern will fit in here or not. Apparently it will. Yeah. Wow. And I don't believe that anything spawns in here. Like, no creatures spawn in here. It's not that kind of a cave. It's more of a terrain cave. Good place for setting up a base. They did it justice. They did it justice. Alright, let's head to the Highlands and see what we can see over there. They kept the stones. I kind of liked that they were like a black granite on ASE, and I kind of missed that. I missed that in the Wyvern Trench too. It just had a very, very intimidating look, but I'm so happy that these are still here. Oh yeah, and there is a giant cave over here too. What secrets do you hold? Other than pink flowers and... Are you special? You look like the organic poly stuff. Oh, you are! Wow, okay. Look at that. Some very easy organic poly. As long as, you know, no one else is occupying it when you get here. Yeah, this is straight out of Aberration. Speaking of Aberration, I noticed in the notes it said something about adding in some blue gems and some mushrooms Which makes me wonder, is there an... I don't think there's an aberration cave on here. At least I remember there being talk about there not being one right after it was released. Alright, let's continue because I saw a car out here. And I would really like to take a look at it. Oh, there are whales on this side. Cool. Level 18, huh? It seems like some, if not all, of the creatures on our map may have been reset, which means the two that we know of may not be around anymore either. But this is the hot spot for both Gigas and Karches on this map. There is very frequently one or two, or occasionally more than that. And our first falling Titanosaurus. But I doubt it'll be the last. An angry pack of aloes. Well, that one is straight up Gem Bob colors. It makes me want to tame it, just to name it Gem Bob. Oh, there we go. There we go. Level 18. Well, you know, as powerful as they are, I don't think I need to have the top of the top of the top. For the tech cave, anyway. But I'm not going to settle. Not immediately. Let's go take a look at the new island. I kind of forgotten about it. Man, this is stunningly picturesque. God, the terrain designers just did an amazing, amazing job. Herds of buffalo, I'm sorry, bison. That is a very green and yellow bison. You kind of stand out. Not exactly good in a herd. Another whale. Excellent to know. What is over on this little island? Thought that was an alpha shark. Turns out it was just two of them. Wow. Like Pteranodon Island over here. Oh my. You, sir, are red. Wow. Oh, and you have a baby. And a bright red pooper. I have no idea how much of this is going to make the final cut. What the heck is that? Is that a Veilwind? I've never seen them before. I don't know. Or is that a... What the... Oh no, it's a... What even are you, bro? Alright, I gotta get closer. I think that's an event thing. Oh, it's the slip and slide Kairuku. Oh, wow. At least they're kind of easy to see. They're also really fast. Come back, man. I got Dino Popsicles. Oh, they give the same stuff. All right. Popsicles it is then, huh? Ah, yes, I'm thirsty. There's another one. Well, this wasn't part of the plan. But I'll take it. Get wrecked. So I guess I'm gonna have to look more into the December Bash event and see what all we need to do. But obviously we have found the slippery penguins. There's another one. Boy. Y'all mess with the wrong wyvern. Tell you what. I know it's getting dark, but we can't come all the way up here and not at least peer into the wyvern trench. If it's anything like the ice wyvern areas. Oh yeah, they definitely increased the number of wyverns over like Scorched Earth. Oh, it is genuinely terrifying again. Wow, 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 wow. That is quite the cluster. I'm not sure they're going to be able to get unclustered. Boy, if they all stay together, that would be an easy target. Alright, well that is the face of hell and death. We should head back home. We still have a ton of work to do, but we hit a major milestone today, and that is getting our first wyvern. And she's magnificent. She's gonna do everything that we need her to do, and then some, more than likely. But I am never one to rest on my laurels, and even though I already have a perfect pair created, I will happily create another set if I can find better wyverns to include into the mix. So I will never stop looking at eggs. I just won't look at them quite as intently. But ice wyverns are also only the first wyverns that we're going to get on this map. We will have a mating pair of lightning, fire, and poison as well. So we are not done with wyverns, not by a long shot. All of that will be in the future. My name is Robot Ren. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next episode.